Shalom. I want to start off by saying Kal Halal Yamla, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rika Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us the truth and who rule well. Peace and citations unto the Akim that is spread around the four corners of the earth, spreading this word in sincerity and in truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. I'm the brother Kotazap Zion from the GMS Holland branch, coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai with another lesson, with another video. And Lord willing, this video is edifying. In this video, I want to go into the story of the 2/3. And I'm going to start off with Zechariah 13. Zechariah 13, verse 8. And it came, Salakia, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, and all the land represents America, the United States of America, said the Most High, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. So this is the scripture that we go to explain that you have a 1/3 that is going to be saved and 2/3 that are going to cut off and die in the land, which the land is America. You see? And then you might think, why are these 2/3 created if they're just there to be destroyed? You know, because if you go to social media, if you see all these challenges and stupidity and folly that they're coming up with, you know, these people, they have one purpose and one purpose only. Let's go to 1 Corinthians. Then verse 11. Let me see. Let me start at 6, because 11 is the point. But I'm going to start at 6. Now, these things were our examples, to the intent we should not lust after evil things, as they also lusted. You see? So these people, they lust after evil things. You know? They, for example, they lust after themselves. You see? Certain ones, they are homosexual, you know, or they are bisexual, all these things. They give in to their lust. You see? They're lovers of themselves. You see? They're, how you call it? All into themselves, narcissists. You see? Everything is me, 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 me. You see? Verse 7. Neither be ye idolaters, as were some of them, as it is written. You see, going after idolatry, going after other gods. The people sat down to eat and drink and rose up to play. Neither let us commit fornication, like I was going into, sexual fornication, you know, as some of them committed and fell in one day 23,000. Neither let us tempt Yahushai, as some of them also tempted and were destroyed of serpents. Neither murmur ye, as some of them also murmured and were destroyed of the destroyer. You see, for example, the Israelites that were in the wilderness, you know, they were traveling to the Holy Land, to Israel. But they were murmuring, they were complaining to the Most High, you see. And these people, they didn't make it to Israel. Only Caleb and Joshua made it into the promised land. Not even Moses, you see, because they caused Moses to sin with his lips, that he said that, should I bring forth water out of the rock, you know? So you shouldn't do things with murmuring, just like the scripture says. Verse 11, now all these things happened unto them for ensamples, and that they are written for our admonition, upon whom the ends of the world are come. You see? So these things that are written were for an example, so that we know what not to do. Just like the 2/3 that are going all rampant right now, putting folly in high places, you know. These people, they are for example how not to be, you know. We should refrain from those things. Let's go to Romans 11, verse 12. Now, if the fall of them be the riches of the world, and they also go into riches, for example, if you look at the celebrities, if you look at the movie stars, if you look at the drug dealers, people that only got money on their mind, the riches of this world, that's their fall. So now it says, now if the fall of them be the riches of the world, and the diminishing of them the riches of the Gentiles, how much more their fullness. You see, so the scripture explains that their fall is according to the ways of this world. They go into the ways of the world. They go after riches of this world. They go after riches of the Gentiles. But when their fullness is come, they have their consolation. They have their calling here on this side of the world, on this side. So they are going to be prospering on this side, but we are going to be poor. You see? So we have to look at these things and be like, okay, this is what the Most High wants to show us. These people, they prosper here, but we are going to prosper when the world is destroyed, when this world is destroyed. You see? Then the things are going to be put right side up. Let's jump to verse 28. And it says, as concerning the gospel, they are enemies for your sakes, but as touching the election, they are beloved for the Most High's sake, for the Father's sake. So these people, these 2/3, they are, concerning the gospel, they are enemies. Why? Because they made themselves an enemy. They joined onto this world, like it says in, I believe, James 4:4. Let me go to it real quick. It's James 4, verse 4. You adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the Most High. You see? So they made themselves enemies of the Most High and enemies of this gospel. So let me read it again. Romans 11, verse 28. As concerning the gospel, which the gospel is the good news, they are enemies for your sakes. But as touching the election, they are beloved of the Father's sake. So you have a certain part that is the elect. The elect, they are going to inherit the kingdom. But the 2/3 that are acting wickedly right now, they are ultimately going to be brought back into this world. But they are going to be all righteous, because you have a portion, you have an elect portion, and you have the portion of the 1/3 and the 2/3. The 2/3 is going to be destroyed, because they are not the Israel of the Most High. You see, like the scripture says, Romans 9, verse 6. Not as touching the word of the Most High had taken none effect, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel. You see, so the ones that are, you have a portion of the Most High, a portion of Israel that is of the Most High. You see, and the other Israelites, they are counted as nothing actually. You see, they are only there for example, for the Israel of the Most High to see what wickedness is, when it's let loose. So let's go to Galatians 6, verse 16, and it reads, let me start at 15. For in Yahushai neither circumcision availeth anything, nor uncircumcision, but a new creature. So we all become a new creature through Yahushai, by believing in Yahushai. Verse 16. And as many as walk according to this rule, peace be unto them, and mercy, and upon the Israel of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai. You see? So, like I was going into, you have a portion that is the Israel of the Most High, Israel of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai. They are not all of Israel that are of Israel. You see? You have an elect portion. That is the Israel of the Most High. Those, everything is for their sakes, for the elect of Israel. So let's go back to Romans 11. And we're going to go into the fact that the 2/3 are going to come back in their right mind. This is Romans 11, verse 31. Even so have these also now not believed, that through your mercy they also may obtain mercy. You see? So the elect of Israel, the ones that are going to make it, the ones that do believe and do the works, that through the mercy that person is going to receive, the 2/3 also are going to receive mercy ultimately in the kingdom. You see, because the elect has to make it first. The person that believes and does do the works of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, they have to make it first. And through the mercy that they receive, the 2/3 are also going to receive mercy. Verse 32. For Yahweh Bashem Yahushai had concluded them all in unbelief, that he might have mercy upon all. You see, so this is the ultimate plan of the Most High. He put them in unbelief. They don't believe in this truth, but still, this is the mercy of the Most High, that still they are going to receive mercy. Even for not believing, ultimately they are going to receive mercy. Like it says in, let's go to Isaiah 60, favorite scripture. Isaiah 60, verse 21, and it reads, Thy people also shall be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever, the branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. So ultimately, the people of the Most High, Israel of the Most High, Israelites, they are going to be all righteous. All of them. You're not going to have a separation of 1/3 and 2/3 anymore. They're all going to be righteous, man. Let's go to the last scripture, which is Isaiah 66, verse 5. Hear the words of Yahweh, ye that tremble at his word, your brethren that hated you, that cast you out for my name's sake, said, Let the Lord be glorified, but he shall appear to your joy, and they shall be ashamed. You see? So when Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is going to send Yahushai, he's going to come to be glorified, and we are going to be happy. We are going to be joyous when we see Yahushai come. But to these other people, to the 2/3, when Yahushai comes, it's going to be for their shame. They're going to be destroyed on this side, and when they come back, like it says in Daniel 12 and 2, they are going to be ashamed. Let me grab that real quick. Let's end it on that. This is Daniel 12, verse 2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake. So many of them that are in this confused state in this world, they are going to awake. Some to everlasting life. The elect, they're going to wake up to everlasting life, because they're going to be all righteous, and they are going to be the first to make it from this kingdom to the next kingdom. And some to shame and everlasting contempt. So the ones that are not going to make it on this side, the ones that are going to be cut off and die, when they wake up in the kingdom, they are going to be ashamed. They're going to look at the prophets. They are going to look at the servants, the prophets, and say, like, these men, they had the truth and they were pushing it constantly like a broken record, and we didn't listen. So it's going to be to their shame. When Yahushua comes, it's going to be for our joy. But when Yahushua comes and ultimately these people are going to wake up again in the kingdom, they're going to be ashamed. Everlasting contempt. That's what they're going to have. So yeah, man. Yahweh Tazah, this video is edifying. And I want to say, Kal Halal Yamla, Yahweh, Basham, Yahushai, Basham Reka Kodash. Shalom Akim.